Good afternoon. My name is Robert Haskins, and I'm a master forensic handwriting analyst, document examiner, graphotherapist, herbalist, and homeopathic doctor. Today, I'd like to introduce myself as being able to do one of the things that's most prevalent in our society today, in our schools, as well as corporate America. And I do via one's handwriting what you call early detection of bullies and victims. And within 24 hours, I let you know what the person is. And I also have the ability through each person's handwriting to find out whether they are a person who is dealing with ADD, ADHD, bipolar, bacterial meningitis, conditions and symptoms, as well as post-traumatic stress syndrome. Now, to begin with, handwriting is brain writing. When you write, your signature is an expression of your conscious mind. Anything other than your signature is expression of your subconscious. We call it graphotherapy. Now, graphotherapy coincides with psychotherapy, invented in the 1890s by Freud and Jung. They advocated that learned experiences from the inner mind, which is also the subconscious mind, helps to shape childhood experiences which are responsible for who we are. When you sit down with me initially, you don't talk, you write. I let you know what you're doing in your life right now, what you've been doing for the past 3 to 5 years, what you've done in your childhood that you brought in your adulthood that's affecting you. And once you acknowledge these revelations, which are latent personality and character traits coming from your subconscious mind, then as you acknowledge them consciously, we can help you start your life out for a beautiful future. Now, we can also tell what herbs your body needs for your heart, your kidneys, your lungs, your colon, your pancreas, your digestive system, your lymphatic system. If in fact you have any parasites, metal and chemical poisons, as well as viroids, viruses, and infections. Now that's another situation that we deal with on the physical aspect, and of course the mental aspect. We also have the ability to do early detection of stress, depression situations, such that, and this is one of our main campaigns that we're doing right now for corporate America. In terms of the schools, we go in and we deal with the bullies and victims. In terms of corporate America, we deal with what we call extended employee annual reviews. Now, the extended employee annual reviews that we deal with in corporate America deal with productivity, communicability, and performance. They also deal with stress, depression, and we address what's on the top of a person's mind that's causing them havoc. We advocate that within 30 to 60 days after you've had your in-depth assessment, your extended employee annual review, that you will begin experiencing a 25 to 35% increase in your productivity, communicability, as well as your performance. Now this is done on an individual, unbiased process where no one knows what you are. You're not your CEO, your boss, or anybody. You and God are the only two people that know who you are and what you are. I should say, two people, you and myself and God, are the only ones that know. Now, it's important that we do something about the bullies and victims. And we can also, by being able to do early detection, prevent suicide, prevent untimely deaths, and we can go into that more later. But the main thing that I would like to stress to you is that you're all going through new adventures right now. And you need to be concerned about the people that you're working with, as well as yourselves too. Because this is not only for the students or the employees, but this is for everyone, from the CEOs on down. So when we come in, it's important that we know who the bullies are, because the bullies could have bipolar condition, ADHD condition. When you have an ADHD condition and it's not taken care of properly, one side, you become a drug addict. The other side is that the results of becoming a drug addict, you end up hurting yourself or someone. And oftentimes you end up, and there is a possibility of you killing or hurting someone. So it's most important to look at the big picture. I know in the past, so far, in the past, people have been trying to prepare the individuals to confront bullies and trying to stop themselves from becoming a victim. Well, this is way out of their hands. Number one, bullies are dangerous. They can kill you, as well as kill themselves, as well as hurt a lot of people. So it's important when a person has any altercation at all, they are treated by us. And I say by us because what has been done in the past hasn't worked. Within the past 2 months, we've had a chap that was just between the ages of, well, he was 20, I think he was 20 years old, stabbed 20 people and killed 20 people. We had another soldier in Fort Hood, Texas, shot and killed 17, 18 people. Now this was a repeat. Then you got the Columbine murders, etc., etc. You got the corporate murders where bosses and doctors and surgeons and psychiatrists have been killed by bullies, but it's been hushed up. It's time now to get a handle on it. I'm out here letting you folks know that I can help you, help yourself, and that I'm just the co-pilot. God is the pilot. And you want harmoniousness. And I wasn't just whistling Dixie, and I've done this several times before. This makes my 40th year in terms of being a master forensic handwriting analyst, document examiner, graphotherapist, herbalist, master herbalist, and homeopathic practitioner. It's important for people to understand, anytime you go through an altercation, there's a reason why. We detect the reason why. If it's ADD, post-traumatic stress syndrome, and that's another thing that I won't get into right now, but when you go through an altercation, when you get so depressed in terms of self-blame and you commit suicide, or you have an untimely death, we are the people that can explain to you exactly what a person was going through when they committed suicide. Now, in the case of this chap that just stabbed the 20 people, it's most important that we have a chance to talk with the authorities first. Let them know that he should have had our type of treatment the first time he was confronted with his first altercation. And if he doesn't get this treatment, and we know he's going to go to jail, we know he's going to be persecuted by the people that are in the jail, but before he goes to jail, he should be treated, because he's still one of God's children. He still is a human being, and he still deserves the opportunity which we can give him to rectify his life, to look at things different. So I'm offering our services to you. All of you folks who are listening to this presentation have embarked in new areas, and you're dealing with a lot of beautiful people. It's most important that people have a tune-up. When we come into the schools, we do a stress depression test on everyone, including the CEOs, the instructors, etc. When we go in corporate America, we do the same thing. It's on an unbiased, confidential level, such that no one ever knows about you but you. And then you can consciously start changing your life. It's been a pleasure. God bless. I can be reached at 248-541-4412, or either edwardohas@att.net.